Okay, peeps, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about our new crypto position and what it is, and we're going to go ahead and tell you why it has serious potential right now. Let's get it. So, what crypto position are we talking about? Well, the new position that we're talking about is HZEN, or the Grayscale Horizon Trust. So, why did we pick this one? Well, it's pretty simple. We went through all of the Grayscale trusts, every single one of them, and we determined which ones, based on a lot of different metrics, would be the best ones to invest into. So, the short and sweet of it is if we look over here on CoinGecko.com, you guys can see this is the underline. So, this is the actual Horizon token here. The current rank in the bear market is 249. So we told you guys before that the lower the market cap is, the more potential upside it has because, I should say the lower ranking on the website it has, the greater upside potential it could have because the market cap is generally going to be smaller. Bitcoin currently is at like $500 billion or something, whereas this is only 141 million. So there's a few things that we looked at. Number one is how many circulating tokens are there? It's pretty small. It's basically the equivalent of Bitcoin, 21 million, just like Bitcoin. There is currently about 14.5 million tokens in circulation, which means about 33% is not available on the market, which means it could be dumped on the market at any point in time. But whether it will or not, we're not really too concerned about it because the max supply is relatively small anyways. It's not like Ethereum's supply, where Ethereum has a max, like literally an infinite number. Like there is no cap on how many Ethereum can be created. So another metric we look at is, did it make higher highs in the previous cycle compared to the cycle before that? The answer is yes. So as you guys can see here, on the 2017 bull run, we did top out at $65. Did we make a new high on the next cycle after that? Yes, we did. So you can see right at the start here, we kind of topped out roughly around the same level as the 2017 peak, but then we went even higher than that to, I think it was a maximum price of 147 to 165, somewhere in there. Not really sure why it's saying 165 down here, but you can see 147 here. It might be like different exchange rates or something like that. But so we look at that. We look at the, how far off the highs is the current token. It's roughly about 95% down, which is standard for all coins in a bear market. So there's that. And we are basically looking at those as metrics to determine whether the underlying is worth buying or not. So is it worth buying based on market cap? Yes, because it's a low market cap. Basically, anything outside of the top 100 could be considered to be a lower market cap altcoin. Circulating supply is relatively small. The amount of tokens on the market is relatively large. So those are all bullish indicators. The drawdown is roughly around 95%, which is, we typically look for somewhere between 90 to 95% off the highs to kind of as a starting point for buying. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and show you our position now so you guys can see that we are currently in the HZN position here. We had our first buy today. We basically just bought $30 worth, roughly around $1.22 per share. I'm kind of thinking that this is going to be our last crypto position that we buy. What I mean by that is it's going to be the last one that we buy into until the bull market actually starts. So pretty much these, along with our native crypto positions, we're just simply going to add to them. We're not going to add any new coins or cryptocurrencies until the bull market actually starts taking off. We're just going to concentrate into these positions at this point. It's kind of what I think we're going to end up doing. So we'll take a look at the underlying first, and then we'll get into HZen. So let me see if I can find Zen real quick. Here we go, right here. So it's currently at $9. You guys can kind of see at a bird's eye view that we're more or less sitting at support. So support's roughly around $7. We're We'd basically need to get above candle close somewhere above 14 bucks to start heading higher. But you can see the peak here was roughly around 140 bucks. So if we do some quick math on this, do 140 divided by the current price, which is 984, you'd be looking at a little over 14x. Let's say you put $1,000 into this thing, times it by 14x. That's what you could potentially make. If you have that, then you'd make $7,000 with the 7x. Again, these are very highly speculative. This is not to be really compared with dividend paying stocks. This is way, way different. So that would be the underlying. Now let's take a look at the actual HZEN itself, the Grayscale ETF. So you guys can see that it is slowly moving up. You can see these higher lows, higher highs being created here. The RSI and the MACD are moving up on the weekly. The base level support was sitting at 40 cents roughly, but we have had candle closes above these levels right here. And we would basically need to get above this 187 level to start moving up to roughly about $4.26. So this ETF came out roughly around the exact top in November for Bitcoin and altcoins before the markets capitulated, because as you guys can see, this is October 2021. This was literally 1 month, almost exactly 1 month before the Fed came out and said that they were going to raise rates. And that's when both stocks and crypto started tanking at that point. So it didn't really have a lot of time to get any real upside potential. So that's one thing that we consider too. So if you compare the top here to where the current price is, we'll just do some simple math here. 30 divided by 1.2. You can see that the upside for the Grayscale Trust is twice as large as the underlying. So that's the reason why we bought this one and not actually the Zen token itself. Times that by 1,000. And that's roughly what you'd be looking at. So that's pretty good. You could really do a lot with that, even after tax money. So this is our newer position that we're going to take. We do have pretty much everything that we're going to buy in the immediate short term in Jasmy, which was the last one we talked about. So we have $500 in that, but we're not going to add any more just yet because we want to get into this first. And then once we have this position where we want it to be, then we're just going to go ahead and concentrate into all the positions that we have with whatever is basically below our cost basis and we think has the maximum potential upside. So anyways, this is our video on HZEN. It is a Grayscale ETF. Just so you all know, you do not have to, when you buy these, you can buy these on something like Fidelity or another website. You don't have to worry about cold storage or using a crypto exchange or tax implications or anything like that. It makes it much easier with non-native crypto than it does with native crypto in terms of tracking and transacting and stuff like that. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed this content. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.